How to not suck at Counter-Strike Go. Beginner Tips Part 2. Lesson 6. Buddies win fights. Knowing how to move as a unit in Counter-Strike is extremely important. We will show an example here, me and my friend Party Elite, and then I'll talk about it quickly. So we'll move up the catwalk on Dust 2, I will take the inside line, he will take the outside line. 3, 2, 1, go. As you can see, we fired in different places. I covered the part with the burning car, he fired at where he is currently standing. This is a very good strategy that pays off if the team is sort of scrambled out or waiting for you. You don't shoot the same person, meaning that a third person will shoot both of you, and you're just able to cover a lot more ground this way. If you don't have a headset or for whatever reason don't want to talk to your team or something like that, it's probably best to not attempt this without any sort of communication, because you just don't know where somebody is gonna go. But again, moving as a unit, very important. Flash! Savior of the universe! Flashbangs can offer a great tactical advantage, but only if you're clever about using them. In this scenario, I will show you how to not use a flashbang. So for this example, we are not coordinating, we are two strangers, and one of us is throwing a flashbang. 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm throwing a flashbang.
So the end result here is that my buddy, or my stranger rather, is completely flashed, and maybe the enemy got flashed somewhere here, but he also got flashed, and that doesn't help out at all. So when you are using flashbangs, make sure to coordinate with your team. Tell them, hey, I'm gonna flash B first, or something like this. This is how a flashbang should look like.
Throwing a flashbang.
So yeah, very simple. I threw the flashbang, he moved in, once it exploded, I moved in with him as well, and that way, you know, hopefully we got somebody here and we were able to shoot them. Very simple, coordinate when flashing, and make sure that if there are teammates ahead of you, just don't flash them. Don't throw a flashbang in front of them. Lesson 8. Put it out in the open. Depending on the situation, there is a good and bad spot to plant a bomb. As a general rule of thumb, you want to plant it in an open space, something similar to this. Let's say you have a few teammates here, they'll be able to watch the window, the door, the tunnel, stuff like that. The reason I said it's a good spot to plant here is, if your team gets wiped out that is watching the bomb, then the person defusing it is open to attack by standing there from either the door or from the tunnel. This is a very specific example, obviously. But if you plant the bomb somewhere else, for example, in a more secluded spot like this one, yeah, you can come in through the window and get the drop if the person is waiting around here or something. But if the city is defusing here or something, then if you're coming through the tunnel or somewhere else, it will take you longer to find him and eventually shoot him. It might be 1 second, 2 seconds, or even less than a second. But this difference is crucial. So as a general rule of thumb, you want to plant the bomb in an open space. Lesson 9. Get a PhD in source physics. You have a lot of freedom when throwing grenades in this game, and you can make them land exactly where you want them to. However, this takes some practice, and you have to take the physics of the game into consideration. So, in most other shooters, when you throw a grenade, it's just a very static sort of arc, it's almost always the same, all you have to worry about is height. However, in this game, I believe, maybe I'm not saying it right, but your movement speed and momentum carries into your grenade. So I will try to demonstrate here. I'm going right and I'm going left, and as you can see, I moved right in the very last second there. So instead of my grenade being going around this corner, it went to the right. So even that split second difference in movement has an effect on the grenade. It also slowed down the grenade. This is something that's very intuitive. You will get it with just practicing with grenades. It's not hard, it just takes a little bit of time. Now let's go kill some chickens.